Sorry. I'm just feeling overwhelmed right now. The WWE actually pays people to book shit like Survivor Series 2013. What a show. What a show. I just fucking get through this review in one piece. Oh, God. Now let's do something crazy here. The thing most synonymous with Survivor Series is the 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series tag match. So let's shake it up, stir the pot, roll the dice, and trot it out there in the curtain jerker position, brother. What in the blue hell is going on here? Once I realized that this traditional Survivor Series match was opening this show, I knew I was going to be in for a very, very eventful 2 hours and 45 minutes tonight. That's for sure. I was very surprised, too, that they decided to kick off with the babyface entrances instead of starting with the heel entrances. Schlong, hand job, inchworm, erection, lesbians, dicks, shield. I'm going to tell you this. This was a really good match. Yes, it's true. You also clearly saw the beginnings of the big-time Roman Reigns push. They gave him the Diesel Kevin Nash treatment tonight. There's no question about it. He eliminated 4 people. That lets you know that this guy has a stamp of approval, and he's going to the Ryback spot where they're going to push him almost all the way to the point and then turn him heel at the wrong time for no damn reason and then try to do this with him and that with him and never really figure it out again. But they've started him on that path, and that's the most important thing, by God. This was a huge moment, a huge night for Roman Reigns. I know my puppy Summer is a huge Roman Reigns fan. She was watching the match with me, and I know in the future she's going to be on here talking about wanting to touch his hair and all types of crazy things. The Roman Reigns push has begun, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you like it, and if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Oh well. Was anybody else surprised that Ambrose was gone out of the match like that? You just had to get rid of him that quickly? The Usos lasted longer than Dean Ambrose. Jack Swagger lasted longer than Dean Ambrose. Oh, God. Oh, and I almost forgot. Dutch Mantel twerked. Oh, God. Seth Coulter twerked. That should have been at the end of the show right there. You knew once that happened for sure the show was really going to take a deep downward descent into hell. So the WWE just couldn't help themselves. They had to have Big E Langston win the IC title on Raw. Then, instead of having him come into a Big 4 pay-per-view and get a signature victory, as in maybe winning his first singles title, like the WWF and WWE used to do, which was good booking and good business, they just made this a lame-ass title defense for him against Curtis Axel. And then afterwards, Renee Young just pops up out of fucking nowhere. She's interviewing Biggie Langston. I have to tell you, I absolutely loved his I don't want to go for cheap pops, but here's cheap prop pops for you, brother promo. He compared his winning the IC title to the Boston Red Sox winning the World Series this year. I hope Biggie Langston is a great IC champion. I really do. I love the fact that they had Renee go in there and interview him, but imagine how much better this would have been if this was actually the moment that he won the IC title, won his first singles title in WWE. Again, they pay people to book this shit. Why put it on the pay-per-view and have it be something people pay for when we can give it away to them for free 6 days earlier? Divas were landing on their back quicker than Kelly after 2 drinks. Holy shit. The 7-on-7 tag. Where do I even begin with this? Did you notice Eva Marie literally got in there just to sell like 2 moves and get eliminated? I mean, bitches were falling on their back left and right. In fact, there were so many crazy things in this match. I didn't realize that both Bellas had actually been eliminated. I thought only one of the Bellas had been eliminated. Am I the only one that noticed this too? I don't think so. How the hell did the second Bella ever get eliminated? That's what I want to know. Maybe I just missed it. I was laughing too when I saw JoJo. I didn't see Natalya in the corner. I'm like, wait, is she the sole member of her team? Randy Orton's girlfriend. She gets the ram backstage and she's getting the ram in the ring. Natalya winning via submission, via technical moves in a 7-on-7 Divas tag. And then afterwards on Twitter, they're trying to plug people to watch Total Divas while watching Survivor Series. I love this company. You know, I do like the concept. I had talked about it before in previous videos before the WWE ever started doing it, talking about doing like a pre-show, a halftime show, a post-game show, where you have a panel of X number of superstars, legends, and current performers, whatever. So WWE, I wonder if you'll ever give me any royalty checks for that. However, I do have a question for you. What the hell is up with Booker T's hair tonight? Looking like Maya Angelou was about to do the spinneroonie on you, sucker. And apparently Ryback understands what's best for business. That is, when Bret the Hitman Hart is about to talk, you immediately interrupt and divert attention away from him. Yeah, but unfortunately that means Ryback has to talk, which is just about as bad. Oh boy. So Ryback's going to issue this grandiose open challenge, and the crowd's already starting with the Goldberg shit. But this is serious here. I'm marked out. This was my highlight of the night. There's no question about it. When I heard that music hit and I saw the return of Rick Ross, Mark Henry, I legitimately popped. I got up out of this squeaky-ass wood chair where I'm watching the pay-per-view from. I got up, I made noises, my hands raised. I was like, fuck yeah. The only thing that pissed me off about this was the fact that Mark Henry should have rolled over Ryback in like 60 damn seconds. The fact that Mark Henry had to go that long with Ryback is ridiculous in my opinion. Should have been a big triumphant, shocking return for the world's strongest man, and he should have chocolate moosed and world's strongest slammed Ryback in under a minute, beat the piss out of him. You know, the bottom line is I have a lot of respect for Mark Henry, and I'll always back Mark Henry. You'll never catch me say anything bad about him, period. And I hope wherever you're at, Smokey, I hope you smiled a little bit tonight when he was, you know, sipping on some milk and rolling around in some catnip with Precious and the Deuces and Fours and Feisty and eating a damn cheeseburger. I hope this put a smile on your face, because I know this beyond question was the highlight of my night. That's for sure. You damn right. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. There was one match on the card that I was just like, hurry up and get the fuck over. It made me be rolling the whole entire time, because no matter how much you're trying to suggest to me that ADR is a viable competitor to John Cena, I know there's no way in God's green earth that ADR is going to beat John Cena like 10 seconds before the match. The doctors finally decide they're going to check Cena's elbow, and yep, I'm good to go, boss. I'm taking the sleeve off. It's out of sight. It's out of mind. I love John Cena's wrestling MO, man. I really fucking do. It's a Rive drop kick. You can't see me. Famous, sir. Attitude adjustment. STFU, attitude adjustment, walk out with the championship. It's fucking awesome. And I tweeted during this match, yawn. And it wasn't just because the match was boring, because it was. It was just a simple fact of the commentary throughout the night was just god awful to me. God awful. They cannot tell a wrestling story. They're talking about Raw Country during Survivor Series and all this other dumb shit. But it was just a simple fact of I did not care about ADR versus John Cena. I know ADR as a character is not even near John Cena's class and as a result should not be in the same ring as John Cena. And he definitely was going to have no business hanging with him and beating John Cena. He can't even beat the guy with only one fully functional arm. So yeah, I fucking tweeted yawn and I don't care. John Cena needs bigger competition, needs better competition. We got a tease a little bit later on in the night. You know, when I'm sitting there and I'm watching and all of a sudden I see Triple H, I see Stephanie, and I see Randall Keith Orton walk in and there's John Cena already. You know what my mind was thinking? Unification time, WrestleMania 30, brother. Brother. Oh, brother. And in fact, I have an even better idea. How about we get John Cena versus Randy Orton for the unification of both belts at WrestleMania 30, and then after Cena beats Randall Keith Orton clean in a 5-star classic, Hulk Hogan comes out, Randy Orton has his eyes covered like this. He taps Hogan on the shoulder, points in there. Hulk Hogan goes in there and goes, brother, brother, brother. Big boot, leg drop, 1, 2, 3, and Hogan's world champion walking out of WrestleMania 30. That's the way it fucking should be. I hope the IWC has been able to take the opportunity, look down south for a couple of seconds, and check to verify that they didn't jizz all over their underpants. If they weren't fapping, if you guys weren't fapping to AJ Lee's little pregame speech to the rest of the non-Total Divas, then I know you had to be fapping all over yourself to CM Punk and Daniel Bryan as a tag team going against Rowan and Harper. You know it's true, just accept it, and it's okay, damn it. But sadly, frankly, this match was just okay. This felt to me more like Raw main event than Survivor Series semi-main event. Yeah, I thought I was going to get more out of this maybe. Like I said, I'm not saying it was bad, because if it was a Raw main event, it would have been a very good Raw main event. But this is a semi-main event to one of your big 4 pay-per-views. It frankly left me longing for a little bit more. I really was hoping that Bray Wyatt was going to go in there and get his ass kicked and love it and do his creepy ass spider crawl and all types of stuff, and it just never really materialized. I mean, you know, who knows? Maybe Bray Wyatt's finisher should be like the pepperoni nippler or something, where he just rubs his little tiny nipples in Brian Punk's face. I don't fucking know. I've lost control at this point. Just like the WWE did with this pay-per-view tonight. Oh, brother. Some were chanting, most were booing. There was pandemonium during this main event tonight. Big Show versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. The first thing you got on the pay-per-view tonight was God saying there was going to be no physical interference in any matches. And they were, throughout the night, they kept mentioning the fact that there was going to be no interference, and they were, you know, having Randy Orton talk to the referee and all this other shit, and you're just like, yeah, there's going to be some type of squirrely-ass screwy finish that totally takes any swerve out of the swerve. It's like Triple H and Stephanie and whoever booked this shit did their best to out-Russo what Russo would Russo. And they did a very good job of it, because they totally swerved themselves back into not swerving anybody at all in the damn audience. As far as the match itself, let's see what we got on the old checklist here. A few botches? Check. Randy Orton nutting himself on the bottom rope and laughing about it? Check. Teasing us with the DVT off the top turnbuckle, only to do it off the ring mat? Check. A very awkward-looking RKO with Big Show tangled in the ropes after Triple H, Stephanie, and Kane come out to distract him. Check. A Charlie Brown punt from Randy Orton that took like 5 minutes to happen, where he just totally whiffed Big Show's head. Check. The crowd chanting for Daniel Bryan during this match. Check. This match ending with 20 minutes before 11 o'clock Eastern. Check. And the WWE, after giving us a small tease of it about 45 minutes before, said, fuck it. We gotta cut this match early because it's so bad. Bringing out John Cena right now, and he's gonna hold up the belt, and Randy Orton's gonna hold up the belt, and everybody's gonna look at each other in a very stupid fashion. Triple H and Stephanie looked fucking lost. Cena looked lost. Orton looked lost. I almost looked fucking lost. But you're damn right, this is best for business. This is gonna piss off so many people if this pay-per-view didn't do it. If this main event match didn't do it. The title unification feud between Cena and Orton being fast-tracked and going right now into TLC and Royal Rumble is definitely gonna get the job done, brother. I'm sorry. I don't always want to be this presumptuous and be this conceited, but I have to say, just flat out, I do confidently believe, that I could have booked something a little bit better than this damn pay-per-view today. This was so awful. It transcended awful and became a good show for me. The bottom line is they have to entertain you. However you're entertained. You might not like the way I was entertained by this tonight, but it was chugga 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 toot toot. Here comes Cena and Orton running down the tracks. Toot toot. See ya TLC bitches.